So today we're going to go ahead and rank all 9 of the Prime Battle LRs, and I think that this is a very good video idea because Prime Battle LRs are LRs that obviously everyone can farm, and they have some usability across the game, besides inside meta content, almost across the game. Let me go ahead and correct myself. But let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So coming at number 9, we have LR Prime Battle Cell. Now the problem is with LR Prime Battle Cell is A, he has the same name as Dokkan Fest Transforming Cell, and B, he's not particularly that impressive. Sure, he has a leader skill that you can use for artificial life forms, that being 3 key 100% across the board. He has a solid 12 and 18 key super attack. He lowers attack on his 18 key, and he gains a 15% HP on his 12 key. And the best thing about his 18 key is the fact that it does support his passive, and I love when units are able to support their own passive with their super attack effects, because he gains 20,000 more attack, and he performs a guaranteed crit when the target's in the attack down status, and guess what? He lowers attack, and he also builds up ki with each super attack inside of his passive, which is really nice, and he has big bad bosses. So all those good things about him are nice, but the real underlying issue with this guy is the fact that he has the same name as Dokkan Fest's Transforming Cell. So it's really the use case of why would you want to use this guy, and the fact that do we really care about this guy performing guaranteed crits when lowering someone's attack? And I've also found that using this guy inside meta content, like earlier on when he had first came out, this guy can get touched. He can get touched real bad in off meta content. So when he's brought in there, it's like, do you really want to bring him in there? Because he does have a very weird wonky link sets like Flea, Messenger from the Future, Attack of the Clones. It's like, sure, he does build up ki, which does save him, but the problem is earlier on he's going to struggle for ki. This guy's defense is going to be very lacking, and his super attack effects can barely save him because he's recovering HP on his 12 key, and he's lowering attack on his 18 key, which does support his passive, which is nice, and I definitely cannot take that away from him. But this guy is not really an LR you would ever want to find yourself using, because there's overall other LRs you would want to use to get off meta content done anyways. So I think LR Prime Battle Cell is the worst Prime Battle LR. I think so, for sure. So let's go ahead and move on over to number 8. We have Prime Battle Kid Gohan. So the reason why I put him over Cell is because he can actually he can look much more impressive than Cell with his defense, and his attack stat can look much more better than Cell's too. He has a solid attack and defensive stat. So let's go ahead and pull up LR Kid Gohan. Now, I've only ever used this LR a handful of times. I'm not even gonna act like I haven't. But this LR is the problem with this LR is that it's another one of these LRs that is not doing enough. You can argue that Cell is technically doing more than him, but Cell's attack and defensive prowess will never be on the level of Kid Gohan's, because Kid Gohan, all you have to do is have a Goku attack in the same turn and have a Goku attacking on a team. So long as you have a Goku attack in the same turn, you practically get this entire part of his passive active. The 2 key and 59,000 attack and defense at the top, and the 3 key and 59,000 attack and defense at the bottom of the passive. So as long as you have a Goku attack in the same turn with this guy can definitely look solid defensively, right? So he also has built in. Oh, also he gains 58,000 attack and defense performing a super attack, which is definitely nice. It's something. He's gaining an attack and defensive buff on super attack. Although it's a flat number boost, it is technically still him gaining an attack and defensive buff on super attack. Also, he has something built into him where he performs a guaranteed crit when his HP is 58% or less when performing an 18 key super attack, as well as him gaining 58% damage reduction and 12 key for that one turn. Once only is a little annoying. I think they should have kept it on him, but hey, it's really whatever. It's like the turn where his damage reduction, ki, and guarantee crit does proc. He can look quite good, but the thing is that for the most part, you're only ever going to see this guy with all this right here. His attack and defensive buff inside his passive on super attack, as well as him, also, my bad, why do I keep hitting my mic? His attack and defensive buff on super attack from his passive, as well as him lowering attack from his 12 key, are definitely the most useful things about him. It's like, cool, he does have built-in damage reduction, more ki, and crits, but that is really more so it about this guy. Do I think this guy's better than Prime Battle Tien? This guy's better than Prime Battle Tien. Is he? Yeah, I think this guy's better than Prime Battle Tien. Yeah, Prime Battle Tien's at number 8. I was thinking that Prime Battle Tien was better than Kid Gohan, but Kid Gohan could definitely. His activations are way easier than Tien, right? Yeah, I think Tien. Yeah, Prime Battle Gohan, right? Because yeah, he does have built-in damage reduction, crits, a lot of key, and damn it, he gets defense on super. Tien does not get defense on super. He just builds up defense as he attacks. Okay, so let's pull up Tien. Tien's going to be at number 8 because I think that you can get more use out of Gohan because Gohan is the same lineage unit, and Tien's link set is just complete dog water. Let me get Tien. So Prime Battle Tien. Yeah, I think Prime Battle Tien's number 8. Yeah, he's right behind LR Cell because the problem is with Tien, it's like with the teams he's on, you're not going to use him on there. You can make the case that you can use Prime Battle Gohan on the teams that he's on just to get him sat right next to Goku and off meta content, of course, for newer / middle ground players. This video is particularly meant for people who are newer to the game / around the middle level of Dokkan. Of course, my endgame players are definitely going to be watching, but this is meant for people who are still learning Dokkan and figuring things out. So I think that Prime Battle Tien is definitely, yeah, he's right behind Cell. And the reason why I put him right behind Cell and not behind Gohan is because Prime Battle Tien, I think you get more use out of Gohan than Tien. Because, of course, well, the Tien and Gohan both lower attack on a 12 key, which is definitely nice. But the thing is that his 18 key is not really that useless. Like, sacking 5% HP is really whatever. But the problem is that why can't you just sack 5% HP and gain 50% attack and defense on super attack? I don't know what they were thinking. And he also gains a 3 key from 10 turns from start turn, which is cool. And gains additional 3 key for 10 turns from start turn when there's extreme class ending, which is very easy. So he can gain up to 6 key at the start of turn from his passive. He starts out with 103,000 attack and defense to start turn, plus additional 10,300 attack and defense with each attack performed up to 103,000, which is cool because he builds up attack and defense from his passive. And he launched additional super attack when his HP is 80% or more. So he has built-in guaranteed additionals, and he launched an additional attack when his HP is 50% or more. So additional super attacks and additional attacks, which is definitely cool. He also has a 30% chance to crit and perform an 18 key super attack, and a 70% chance of performing a crit when his HP is 50% or less and doing an 18 key super attack. So he just automatically has a 30% chance to crit built into him. It's like the built-in crits, and then him having a 70% chance to crit when his HP falls below 50% or less and gains ki. This is not that useful. He's not doing much for the team, really, besides lowering attack. Like, you can make the case that Gohan, with his defense when he falls below that HP threshold, is doing something. You can make the case for that. But this guy's not really doing much, because his link set is just pretty much dog water. At least that Gohan has like Goku's family links. If that Gohan has All in the Family, he gets plus. He gets plus points for that. You have All in the Family? He has All in the Family and the same lineage. Yeah, I'm sorry, Gohan is better. Gohan is definitely better. It's like built-in crits. It's like, who cares? It's like he's not doing that much damage anyways. Plus 10 key is cool, for sure, but that's below 30% or less HP. Come on now. So, yeah, and then, like, his active skill. It's like, the problem with this guy is that he's not useful. He's just not that useful, which is why I'm definitely going to put him at number 8. Yeah. It's like his animations are beautiful, for sure. He's a build-up unit that has guaranteed additional super attack inside his passive. It's like, he does everything in the potential system. Guaranteed super attacks, built-in crits, and he has 5 dodge because he's an int-type unit. He does everything. But the problem is that he's not that good. I'm sorry. Tien's not that good. Can't be high for his HP is 50% or less from the 4th turn to start a battle. It's like, cool, 10 key and 30% defense is nice, but yeah. I don't know. Tien's not that amazing. For sure. I think Gohan's better. You're going to get more use out of Gohan than Tien, because Gohan's a Goku's family unit. And if your Goku's family is not that stacked, Gohan is definitely a usable option inside off-meta content. So I think that I might move Gohan up again. Is Gohan better than LR Buu Babidi? Because LR Buu Babidi is an amazing Dokkan Battlefield and Super Battle Road unit. They are oh my god, they are so good. They are so goddamn good. I might move them up. I might, ooh. Is Gohan better than Boo Bobbity? Let me get Boo Bobbity, because Boo Bobbity is an amazing Battle Road unit. Like, I mean, I put the emphasis, this is a clutch Battle Road unit. If you need help in Battle Road, this unit can do wonders, because they have multiple chances to proc seals and stuns. It's like, I know chances to seal is not that great, but still, you'll find that both in a 12 and 8 key super attack, they have a 30% chance to stun and seal the enemy. But trust me, you will find that they are stunning and they are sealing a lot, guys. This is a very powerful Battle Road unit. I put a big emphasis on them because they are so good. This unit is way more useful than Kid Gohan in Battle Road and Dokkan Battlefield. Yeah, I'm saying it. Yeah, no. Boo Bobby's better than Gohan. Because they're so... This is a no, it's not free to play player, my bad. This is a, like a newer player slash middle ground player sort of just... This is a diamond in the rough. Definitely. Because they have two separate procs. I mean, I didn't talk about their leader skill. I mean, Buu Saga 4 key 130% of the stats. It's definitely a solid leader skill. I like that they're definitely doing the leader skills quite well. Tien's is Saiyan Saga 4 key 130% across the board. Gohan's is Exploder Rage 4 key 130% across the board. All their leader skills are definitely useful, except Cells, I would say. Cells is not really that crazy. But yeah, that's one thing I got to give them all points for, that they have actual usable leader skills for newer players. But the reason why this unit is such a diamond in the rough is because they have multiple procs inside their 12 and 8 key super attacks to stun and seal together. So they can proc together. They can either proc not together, or one can proc and one can't proc. But they are so good just because of their 12 and 8 key super attack. And if I'm not wrong, they have additional super attack chance. They start out with 3 key and 40,000 attack to start a turn, plus additional 3 key and 40,000, no, 3 key and 30,000 attack defense when the target enemies an attack down, defensive down, stunned, or sealed, which is very easy to get off because they are supporting their own passive with their super attack effects, so they can gain that additional 3 key and 30,000 attack and defense when they do stun or seal the enemy, so that's very easy to get off. They launch additional attack that has a 30% chance to become a super attack, so they have additional super attack chance, and they recover HP at the end of the turn with each attack received. This unit is good. So HP recovery, additional super attack chance. They support their own passive with their super attack effect. This unit is good. The only problem is their links. That is it. The only problem is their links. And they're not in too many category teams, but where they could be used in Battle Road is definitely somewhere you would want to use this unit. This unit is quite good. I will stress this hard. This is a very useful Battle Road unit just because of the super attack effects and them having additional super attack chance. This unit can triple super for you. This unit can triple super for you because they'll do the 18 key super attack, then they will go ahead and do another super attack from their passive, then they will go ahead and do another super attack from their potential system. This unit can go crazy. Absolutely crazy. I really love the design of this unit. So yeah, they're at number 6. Coming at number 5, we have Prime Battle Goku, the first Prime Battle LR EZA. I don't know why they stopped EZAing Prime Battle LRs, but they got to get back on it. So we have Prime Battle Goku coming in at number 5 because Prime Battle Goku, I mean, at the time of his release, he was such a clutch for versus Extreme AGL, Extreme Super Battle Road. This is a clutch Extreme Super Battle Road unit. And the reason why I say that is because this guy is supporting the whole rotation with 3 key when there's an extreme class enemy, and guess what, you're going up against all extreme class enemies inside Extreme Super Battle Road anyways for those first 10 stages. So this guy is by default giving you 3 key to all allies, and he'll be able to support the rotation with 30% attack and a 10% chance to crit, which is pretty much unheard of at the time. So this guy is quite good. I feel like the only issue with him is that they want him in slot 1, but the problem is that he's not a slot 1 unit because he gains 3 key and 59% defense as his first attack in a turn. But that's about it. This guy's good. This guy was definitely a good Prime Battle EZA when it first came out. He was good. He was good. He got my seal of approval when I first used him. I remember when I was doing that, this was what I needed. Because back when I was doing Extreme Super Battle Road in 2020, you know what's funny? He EZAs on my birthday. What a guy. But yeah, back when I was doing Extreme AGL, Extreme Super Battle Road, this is what I needed to beat that stage, and he helped me beat that stage tenfold. This guy's good. This guy's quite good. His leader skill is not that great. It's something, but he has a good 12 and 8k super attack at the time of his release. He has an attack and defensive buff percentage, of course, and this guy does work. I just think the problem is this right here, him having to be in the first slot. And his links are trash. His links are garbage, and them forcing to put him in the first slot to burn the item inside Battle Road anyways. But other than that, this guy's quite good. This is a good unit. For shit sure. You can argue that Boo Bobbly's better than him. You can argue that now. Back then, obviously, hell no, because the unit was out. But you can argue that Boo Bobbly's better than him. I could see it. I could definitely see it. But coming in at number 4, we have LR Prime Battle Trunks. So LR Prime Battle Trunks has one usage and one usage only. I think Prime Battle Goku, you can use him in Battlefield. He's a very usable unit in Battlefield. But I think Prime Battle Trunks, the problem with Prime Battle Trunks is that his best linking partner is a slot 2 unit. And guess what? Prime Battle Trunks wants to be in slot 2. So who we put in slot 2? LR Physical Trunks, or are we going to put him inside slot 2? So I think the thing I like most about this guy is his leader skill. No, he doesn't have the best leader skill out of all the Prime Battle LRs. I would say that's Prime Battle Vegeta, but he has one of the best leader skills out of all the Prime Battle LRs because it's Future Saga 4Q 130% across the board. You guys know Future Saga is a much more better category team than it was before. So, of course, what makes this guy good is the fact that he is just a complete killer inside Battle Road as a whole. It's like this guy can get so much attack and defense. Like he starts out 40% attack defense start turn, plus additional 40% attack defense performing a super attack, gains 3 ki when going against one enemy, which is basically the entire game, but you're not using them against one enemy. He also gains 8 ki and 40% attack defense going against 2 or more enemies, which is the big thing about him. And I feel like the issue is with this guy is that they want you to get the final blow with them, but more often than not, this unit can leave the enemy on a slither of health, then your third slot unit end up finishing off that unit. This guy can get completely cucked out of getting that final blow. That is one issue about this guy. That and that when his EZA had first came out, it felt underwhelming. I will definitely not lie. I think it felt very underwhelming, but as time went on, it felt just slightly better. I think it felt slightly better for sure. I don't know. Prime Battle Trunks, this is something about him that I didn't like at first, but now he's okay. He's okay. He was definitely a big clutch for me in Time Travelers Extreme Super Battle Road. Try to do Time Travelers Extreme Super Battle Road without all the buffs that they've gotten recently. When I did Time Travelers Extreme Super Battle Road before Vegeta and Trunks came out, that was the toughest Extreme Super Battle Road stage I've done in years. That was so goddamn tough. Guys, that is no joke. I ran this rotation with physical LR Trunks and the LR AGL Trunks. Oh my god, that was a tough ass rotation. But yes, this guy is a complete dynamo inside Battle Road because he gains 8 ki, a staggering 8 ki and 40% attack and defense. This guy's a killer in Battle Road. He's a complete killer. He definitely, I would say he works slightly better than Prime Battle Goku. He's a slightly better unit than him. I would say so. Because he can look better defensively than him. He can have a way better attack stat than him. Yeah. I would say so. Only problem with this guy, I wouldn't say his links are too terrible. It's like I wish he had prepared for battle or shocking speed or something. But it's like he does have royal lineage. He does have dismal future. So it's something. And he does not struggle for ki in Battle Road. He does not. Does not. Coming at number 3, I think Prime Battle Krillin. Because Prime Battle Krillin is probably the only Prime Battle LR in this list that could be used everywhere. Probably. Because, let's go ahead and bring him up. He's good. I can't not show him love. Prime Battle Krillin is quite good. We're going to talk about why he's so good. So for starters, he has easily the best leader skill out of all the Prime Battle LRs on here, that being 4Q 150% crossbow to Earthlings. It's like he has to be the Earthlings leader because Earthlings, you take a look at Earthlings. Earthlings does not have a real leader skill, right? Just to showcase it. Right? It's just Prime Battle Krillin. Earthlings needs no leader skill, by the way. So we go back on over to Prime Battle Krillin. It's like, for starters, this guy is stacking attack and defense with 8 ki super attack, so he's useful for long events. He is an AoE in his 12 ki, so he's useful for the World Tournament. He also has stun chance inside his AoE, so this guy can be used inside Battle Road. We go on over to his passive. He's performing guaranteed super attacks when you go up against multiple enemies, which makes him so useful for a World Tournament anyways. So if he's useful in multiple modes, this guy is a great unit. Not to mention he's also quite good inside Dokkan Battlefield. So if he's usable in Dokkan Battlefield, World Tournament, long events, and Battle Road, it's like, this guy's great. This is a good unit. Guys, this is definitely a good unit. So I think Krillin is number 3. Krillin is easily more useful than everyone that's before him. Yeah. Just because of that. Krillin's number 3. Love it or hate it, Krillin is number 3. Now, coming at number 2, this one was something I had to think really hard about. I'm thinking Vegeta's number 2. And Frieza's obviously number 1. Now, the reason why I put Vegeta at number 2 is because Vegeta is a mini version of AG Evolution Blue Vegeta. Let me go ahead and bring up Vegeta. Yeah, I think that Prime Battle Vegeta is a Family Dollar version of AG Evolution Blue Vegeta. Yeah, I really think so. Because it shows itself. Because he launches 2 additional attacks that has a chance to come in super attacks right over here. He gets attack and defensive buffs on super attack. He's good, for sure. Prime Battle Vegeta is definitely an amazing off-meta unit. Very, very good. Because he starts out with attack and defensive buff right over here. He gains defense when his HP's up HP dash right over here. He builds up Ki right over here. This guy's good. He's building up Ki. He has amazing super attack effects. He has a great leader skill. He's a good unit. One issue with him, though, he doesn't have Prepare for Battle. Why? It's like, we go over to his TUR to his LR. He has Prepare for Battle. Right? Yeah. The TUR to his LR has Prepare for Battle right over here. But when he LRs, he loses Prepare for Battles. Like, why? That was a terrible decision. That was a very shitty decision on Dokkan. Very, very terrible decision. Back in 2018, I don't know what the hell they were thinking on Halloween of 2018 when they not EZA, my bad, when they released his LR. Like, why? Why? But yeah, Prime Battle Vegeta is definitely a great Prime Battle LR because he can launch multiple super attacks and his defense can look very substantial, provided he does get multiple super attacks in. He could be a killer in Dokkan Battlefield. He could be a killer in long events. Excuse me, believe it or not. So he can work on long events, he can work well inside battle, he can work well inside Dokkan Battlefield because he's launching multiple super attacks and his defense will look quite bueno. He got bueno defense. So Frieza comes in at number 1. I mean, guys, do you guys know why Frieza's the number 1 Prime Battle LR in the game? Even still? Prime Battle Frieza is on Big Daddy's team. And guess what? He is on his 200% leader skill because Prime Battle Frieza is on Transformation Boost for whatever reason. Right? He's on both Terrifying Conqueror's Transformation Boost, so he's on Big Daddy's team. You could make the case that you can slide this unit inside the 3rd slot in Red Zone. You can probably make the case that this guy can slide by in Red Zone. You can probably make it work. Maybe. That is the biggest maybe on it. I don't even know if that's true. But I know there's someone here who's probably beaten the Red Zone with this guy inside slot 3. And Metal Cooler Core. Because this guy can whoop Metal Cooler Core's ass. Yeah. And this LR can still put up a 9 million attack stat. 9 million attack stat. Yeah, this LR is nasty. What makes this LR so good is A, it's a Frieza family unit. B, he's getting Ki and defense as the 1st or 3rd attacker in a turn. They fucked up with Prime Battle Goku's EZA by leaving him as only the 1st attacker in a turn. Right? Let me get Prime Battle Goku, for example. Yeah, Prime Battle Goku. Where are you, Prime Battle Goku? You are right over here. They fucked up with his EZA by leaving it as only the 1st attacker in the turn. Had they made the 3rd attacker in the turn, it would have been bearable. But you can technically slot 3 this unit because it's the 1st or 3rd attacker in a turn. And he gains 3 Ki when... No, he gains additional 3 Ki for himself. Which is for all allies. Damn. But technically that wouldn't help because he'd be in slot 3 and it wouldn't help. He gains additional 3 Ki when going with single class enemies. So it's like, this is the main thing right here. That you can definitely slide him by. But other than that, this guy works everywhere. Everywhere. This guy work in long events. This guy can work in Red Zone. He can work in the Red Zone because he can technically fuck up Metal Cooler Core on LR Final Form Cooler's team because he's on his 200% leader skill because he's on Transformation Boost. He can work in Battlefield. He can work in Dokkan. No, he can work in Battle Road, Dokkan Battlefield. This guy's he's great. He is great. So I think that is about it. This is my top 10. No, top 10. Top 9. This is my worst to best list. I like it. I definitely like it. I think that you can make the case that Boo Bobbity is better than Prime Battle Goku. That's a fair comparison. Prime Battle Tien is bad. Doesn't matter if you're a new Prime Battle LR. Doesn't mean you don't suck. Prime Battle Tien sucks. It's a shame. It's a literal shame. I think this is a good tier list, though. A good little top 9. But I think that is really about it. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. For those who showed up to yesterday's live, it was so fun. Listen, next time I do my live, guys, more people got to show up. It's so fun in there. I think I'm going to play some Raging Blast. Might have to play some Raging Blast. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.